There we go. I believe we are live on Facebook. Welcome to the JVology show. My name is Jay Fazette, and today we are going to be talking about NFTs, joint ventures, and the future. Now, just as I'm doing that, I want to just make sure that this is actually streaming properly. So I'm just going to jump on over to the other Facebook page, make sure it is doing what it is supposed to do. So if you could bear with me just for a moment, that would be awesome. Now, on that note, gang, would love if you're here to first and foremost do two things. The top of the list is this. Just click right on the video and it will take you over to the broadcast page, because I know we've shared this on a couple of pages and you may not actually get the capacity to interact and to communicate with us, which that would kind of suck. So click on the video. It will take you over to the proper page, and then we can actually chat back and forth in the chat, which what I'm about to do here. Let's just see how this goes. And my dear wife is texting, which is, this is not a grand time. What I'm about to do as well is I'm just going to put a comment in the chat here and make sure that this works out okay. Let's see if that's going to post properly. Posting just fine on YouTube, and looks as though it is also posting fine here. Okay, awesome. So here's the deal, gang. Again, I'm going to say it one more time, just as I see a bunch of folks are just jumping on in terms of being able to see us on this page. If you want to actually see and be seen, click on the video, come on over, say hello over in the little chat window, and we will get moving and shaking here momentarily. Now, a couple things. Mr. Brian Copping, you are on my phoning list this weekend, but I have not been very free, to put it mildly. It has been a little bit on the crazy side. And I'm going to have to let my dear wife know that I'm live streaming. Otherwise, she'll be texting like crazy, and then that's going to get noisy. Okay, so let's jump in, because I have a hockey game to go to for my youngest, and then a hockey game to go to for my oldest a little bit later. I don't know about any of you, but if you ever have the experience of diving into something and becoming totally inspired / overwhelmed in the learning process, that you can't sleep, that your brain goes busy, that you're dying to figure out the intricacies of things. Can't say, but yes, let's catch up. I will do that for sure. If you've ever had that experience, that is exactly what has been going on for me in the worlds of cryptocurrency and NFTs. And you'll see above there that I have just shared a link to an event that I am going to be hosting for a conversation about NFTs and how all of these things occur. Never, bwahahaha, says Facebook user, who I'm going to have to bet that bwahaha, that Facebook user is Michelle Nedlick, but I could be wrong. On a serious note, though, here's what I want you to know, is that there are, and I know that you feel this, there are some incredibly big things coming down the pipe in the world of cryptocurrencies, decentralized finances, and NFTs. And for those of you that aren't 100% up to speed on all those things, which, by the way, includes me, and I should put context around this, is that I bought my first Bitcoin way back in 2014, and somewhere in the process of that, lost that wallet. God knows what that money is worth today, and I didn't have a whole bunch there, but that few $100s would probably be several thousand today. Anyway, but I sort of got more serious about it in 2017, and I've been doing my best to stay abreast and to learn. Hey, Robin, good to see you. Stay abreast and to learn. Now, this whole idea of NFTs, which we're going to talk a whole bunch more about tomorrow at 5 o'clock Mountain, this whole world of NFTs has really got me fascinated. And if you've heard the word smart contract being thrown around in the world of cryptocurrencies and NFTs and those sorts of things, I didn't really get what a smart contract was. And here's the thing, and I'm going to go into much more depth and detail about it tomorrow, but here's the thing. Smart contracts with NFTs simply has the possibility to utterly and completely transform the joint venture space. And I'm going to give you a couple of little headlines, and tomorrow we're going to dive into it, and we're going to have a couple of pretty spectacular offers and invitations. By the way, a bunch of them free, pretty spectacular offers and invitations to help our community. So those are folks that are participating in JVology. Those are folks that are participating in our global lounge. There are folks that have been in this community, because here's what I know is that first and foremost, the world's changing. And if you are not dedicating time, effort, energy, resources, and money to figuring out cryptocurrency and the world of decentralized finance, you're going to get left behind. It's just as simple as that. Stop eating. We can hear you crunching. Well, I'm not eating, my dear, but I might be banging this against my collar. So thank you. Stop eating. We hear you crunching. I can't talk like this and eat at the same time, Pascal. You know better than that. Anyway, so let's get back to the point here. So we are going to actually put together some key elements that are going to help our community, number one, play in a way that works, and number two, learn how to utilize NFTs for joint ventures. So I'm going to give you some foreshadowing here, first and foremost, which is this. Every single person who's ever done a joint venture has been in this spot, which is great. Something sells and you supported a JV partner, and then you have to wait for the 30-day refund period. And then you have to wait for the person to actually go through the funding process. Then you have to actually wait to actually get paid. Then you have to make sure that the tracking links work properly. Then you had to, let's be clear about this. The software that tracks JVs does the best job that it possibly can, but there's still human error. There's still difficulties, and there's still a time lag between when you do the work for your JV partner and when you ultimately get the money. Now, that's not the end of the world in any way, shape, or form. But here's what I want you to understand is that a smart contract on the back of an NFT has you paid instantly. You can set up a smart contract with an NFT, and I know that this might all sound like gobbledygook because it did to me just like 3 weeks ago. You can set up a smart contract on the back of an NFT that has an ongoing royalty that every single time that NFT changes hands, you get paid. Now, here's what I thought at the beginning is an NFT is simply a little piece of artwork. It's a little digital something, something. Way you go. And I didn't really get why it was unique. But when you add the smart contracts, think of it from this perspective. And this is what we're going to do, my friends. What if a ticket to a live event, such as JVology Live in December, was actually issued through an NFT? And what if that NFT could pay you instant commissions if you shared it with a friend or a community member or somebody in your tribe? And what if that NFT paid you, please hear this, not just instantly, but forever, depending upon how you set up the contract for it? So I have been diving deep down this rabbit hole, and here's what we've come up with is that we're going to do a couple of things for an initial test, training ground, and contribution to our community. We are putting a campaign on. You got to come tomorrow at 5 o'clock Mountain Time, and I'm going to describe all of these pieces. We are launching a campaign where we are going to be issuing NFTs. Those NFTs are going to be tickets to JVology Live with a whole bunch of special capacities and abilities so that you can understand how to do this for your book, for your digital program, for your live event, for your, you insert the blanks. This has unbelievable applications and is going to change the face of the intellectual property business in the next, I think, 24 months to say 5 years. It's going to completely change the face of it. And we want to help you be on the leading edge of that. So on Monday, we're going to describe how all of these things are going to work. What's going to happen is that we're going to provide a ton of free training. So we will hold your hand with exactly what you need to do, how you set up a wallet, how you hold an NFT, how you transfer an NFT, how you actually buy your first cryptocurrency to make those things work. And we are going to do all of that. Please hear this, 100% free. And then we're going to give you an opportunity to both buy and sell an NFT so you can understand how this is going to apply to your business and how you are going to build what most intellectual property businesses do not have. You are going to build a recurring revenue stream through royalties and joint venture commissions. So this is going to be, frankly, spectacular. Anyone who has been on the I'm going to call it on the sidelines, watching this go on, wondering, like, when do I jump in? Where do I jump in? How do I jump in? The answer to that question is very, very clear. How you figure this thing out is you come to the event that we are running tomorrow. Let me put that in here. There's a bit.ly link there. I should have said what it was. Register here for tomorrow's info training. By the way, that is the primary way to get into the complimentary training that we are going to be doing to help you get all of these pieces set up, where we will hold your hand, where we're going to put pros in place so that you can, number one, see it, experience, get the technology out of the way so that you can see how we do it, what its impact is, and how you're going to benefit by building it into your model. So here's the long and the short of it. There's an incredible amount to learn. We are going to focus on a very specific use case, which is joint ventures and intellectual property businesses. And we are going to role model it so you can play along all the way through. So if you have any questions about this, all you need to do is you can shoot a note right here, asking any questions, or better yet, just register for tomorrow, where I will outline all of the pieces and what exactly the process is and how each and every one of you can benefit and remove the illusion of what the hell's an NFT and why do I care, which is pretty much where I was about, let's call it a month ago. And then it's just been in the last couple of weeks where it's like, good Lord, this could change everything. And I believe that it will. All right. On that note, we have a hockey game to go to, and I got to go cheer on an 11-year-old who is going to go and tear up the ice here in Calgary. So you guys all have a fantastic day. Get yourself registered for the info evening tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Mountain. And I will outline all of the steps, all of the details, and how you get to have all of this. And here's what it boils down to. Free training from somebody that you trust that doesn't have any other agenda in terms of moving a cryptocurrency or any other sorts of things. You get a whole inordinate amount of free training in terms of the process about how to get it set up. We will give you a use case right at JVology Live and through JVology Live about how you can adapt it and utilize it for your courses, programs, workshops, books, digital programs, all of those pieces. And you will be, quite frankly, also introduced to a platform that will mint and transmit these NFTs in fast, simple, and easy ways. And besides all that, I'll give you one last little hint. In the process, we're going to bribe you by giving you a whole bunch of free cryptocurrency that you get to get the wheels on the bus with, without selling the farm, so to speak. All right, gang. We will see you soon, and take care. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.